hosting tonight with John Smith. If you want to find out what bands from the 80s I supported on
away from Jennifer Lopez, and a little bit of Silk Sonic coming up as well. And now it's time to meet tonight's co-host at home.
Hi, my name's John from Run Yoshi Run. I'm co-hosting tonight with John Smith. If you want to find out what bands from the 80s I supported on a short UK tour, keep listening.
Right, okay. Like a tease, then we'll find out what's going on. Hiya, John.
Hey, John, how you doing? You all right?
Hi, yeah, I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, really good, thank you. Really well.
Good. How's your Monday been? What have you been getting up to?
Not much really, no. Just the standard bit of work, walk the dogs. They didn't get blown away in the wind today, so that was a bit of a result. Didn't have to run down the road after them on their leads. But yeah, no, pretty much standard for a Monday.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, I mean, it's not exactly been brilliant dog walking weather over the last couple of days, has it?
It's not, no. Those poor little dogs all around the country, they've either gone without or been blown around everywhere, bless them.
And what did you opt for with yours?
In terms of over the weekend,
yeah.
We pretty much kept them indoors on Friday when it was pretty bad, but took them out Saturday and a bit yesterday as well. So they did get to stretch their feet a little bit, bless them.
Oh, that's good. Go on, tell me a little bit about them then. What are their names?
Patch and Chewy. So both, yeah, they're Yorkshire Terriers mixed with Jack Russells. So they're quite yappy, but very, very needy as well. Constantly want cuddles and love and attention, but great boys. So shout out to Patch and Chewy.
Oh, love this. Shout out to Patch and Chewy. Are they being needy tonight then? Are they like yapping around you?
They're always needy. Yeah. No, I'll come out in a bit and they'll be waiting for me by the door, wanting food or wanting some cuddles or something. So yeah, great little guys though.
Oh, that's very sweet. If they decide to yap while you're co-hosting tonight, there would be worse things, John. That would be okay, I think, if they wanted to join.
We might get an appearance from them, knowing them. You never know.
So go on then. Let's talk a bit about your introduction then, because you mentioned in a band now, Run Yoshi Run. We'll share a bit about that in a second. But you also then toured with a band. So go on, tell me a bit about. Well, do you want to give me any more clues, or do you want to just say who it was?
So a band that did World in Motion back in the 80s. So it was a band called New Order. I'm sure everyone's heard them. They're still going today. Obviously, I called them an 80s band, but yeah, they've been going since obviously the 70s with Joy Division, and then obviously changed into New Order. So a few years back, I joined a band based up predominantly in Manchester with the legendary Manchester singer Denise Johnson, who was ex-Primal Scream. And she was looking to put something together, found me with a page that I had on MySpace, if you remember MySpace. That takes us back, doesn't it? So found me on MySpace. I joined the band. I was in that band between, I think, around about 2008 to around about 2014. And yeah, we had the opportunity to join New Order in that period. We went on a short kind of UK tour up in the Northwest with them, supporting them on a few dates. And yeah, had a great time over a few days. The band were all lovely, couldn't be any more accommodating. We managed to share their dressing room and steal some of the drinks on the last night after they left the venue. But yeah, just did a short tour with the guys from New Order, and it was a fantastic experience.
Oh, great. A name that we all know then. You've sort of dropped in a few others as well there, John, so I can tell you're quite well connected. But what were they like on tour? Were they quite nice guys?
Brilliant. Really nice guys, yeah. I mean, you can always kind of gauge, how outgoing people are, whether, you've seen by the side of the stage and they're watching sound check, and each night they did. We'd all hang out and chat to them and kind of, get some advice from them. Denise knew them very well because she did backing vocals on quite a few of their tracks and went on tour with them. So it's very much kind of a unit friends, basically, that they were happy to extend to the rest of the band. And shows went well, really good response, and lots of great memories from that period, really. So very lucky to have gone through all that.
Wow. Okay. So you've talked about lovely people who you've been around with and toured with. Then it would be rude to ask if there have ever been any divas while you've been on tour, John. Or is everyone generally lovely?
No, everyone's generally nice. You don't really get the whole stereotype that you hear about from the people I've kind of been lucky to work with anyway. But no major kind of divas or gossip that I was around at that point anyway. So. Yeah, everyone generally is in it together in the music industry, whether you're, coming up through the ranks or whether you're established. it's very much an industry that's done on respect. You can't really get away with some of the behaviour I think they did back in the day. So no, I haven't really got any gossip to tell, unfortunately. But nothing I can think of anyway.
You sussed me out there, John, straight away. I was after the gossip. You knew what I wanted. But no.
Yeah.
But that must be lovely. And I'm sure then, if, everyone's lovely along the way, you must have some amazing stories. Obviously, we've heard a couple, but just some brilliant experiences.
Yeah, no, I think I was very lucky from very much kind of growing up in Gloucester. I moved away back in 2002 or 2003 and then moved up to Manchester for a few years. And then a few years after, moved down to near London and was doing the whole London circuit from about 2006 to 2019. And yeah, lots and lots of stories that occasionally I find myself sort of dropping into conversations with people. You probably get the rolling of eyes occasionally, but just lots of great stories and experience. Some of them I've probably forgotten over the years. Some of them just occasionally pop back into memory, and just by chatting to the people that I was involved with, occasionally when we catch up. So yeah, lots of things I'm very lucky to have gone through. And if I felt like I'd stop playing the drums tomorrow, I've had kind of a lifetime full of experiences to look back on. I'm very lucky for having them as well, really. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun, a lot of late nights, lots of sleeping on people's sofas and things like that in times. But very much kind of enjoying now being based back in Gloucester, reconnecting with my home city and playing with Run Yoshi Run and kind of getting out and about on the local circuit again.
Was it a case of sort of moving away to some of these places in order to move that career on? It was.
Yeah, I think when we moved away back to Manchester back in 2003, I just turned 18 or was coming up to 19, I think, at that time. And I've been playing on the local circuit for a while. I started a band in my mum's garage where I had like my own little makeshift drum studio. And a few of us and the lads at the time just thought, well, let's get up to Manchester. We had the old kind of enthusiasm for kids under 20 when you think, we'll go up there in 6 months, we'll be rich, we'll be signed. Didn't quite work out like that, but just kind of got out of the Shire kind of fairly soon into my late teens and started a few experiences that have stood me in good stead to today, basically. So yeah, it wasn't a case of that the air wasn't cutting it. It was just you want to be young, you want to get out and about. All my friends have gone to uni, and we just thought, well, let's just get out and about and see a bit of the country and experience the northern music scene, which is absolutely fantastic. They all live for music up there. It's a real community, hanging around with the same old bands on, doing the same circuits and gigs in, the Manchesters, the Liverpools, and I had many great experiences that I still often think back and either cringe or laugh at. So, depending on what I'm thinking of. But just kind of decided to cut our teeth up north really for a bit, and that led on to other things, and it all came good.
We're going to break for a bit of music in a second, John, but before we do, you mentioned it's nice to be back, based in Gloucestershire, Run Yoshi Run, which we will find out about through the show tonight. But talk me through that sense of making music then and being back in your home city.
Well, it's great. Yesterday, me and my partner took our little daughter over to the cathedral, just little things like that, just reconnecting, spending a bit more time with family and friends that we've not seen for a fair bit because we just moved back last year from near London. Just kind of enjoying playing the circuit, seeing the city, seeing the surrounding areas. And yeah, it's great to be back in the area.
And do you feel like you're already getting a sense of things? Because it's a number of years, isn't it? So and for family, is it their first experience of Gloucestershire?
For family, seeing me play, or
and them coming back with you.
Yeah, no. So my partner's also from Gloucester, so we very much met. Happened to meet over in Double Gloucester. Remember that place, the old pub on Cheltenham Road? So we both moved away together. We met in Gloucester, moved away. So she's in the same position as me, that she's now kind of surrounded by her family, which is great. And we're both reconnecting at the same time, really. So yeah, we're both from the Shire, and we're now back in the area and loving every minute of it.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, well, look, we're going to break for a bit of music, then we'll come back. We've got to talk Run Yoshi Run and some of the things you get up to. So stick around, John, and we'll catch up again in a few moments' time, okay?
Yep, chat to you in a bit. Thanks, John.
Thank you.